Charlie, there's been a hot issue about marriages that's been trending in Ghana lately, and some people have added their thoughts on when and how you should get married. And I believe that marriages are very important. Like it here power for the society inside see, because he's a man and woman who decides to make we born together, then come together and give birth. So it's not necessarily exclusive to giving birth. Yeah, that's one thing I should clarify. People have different reasons why then they figure say, Charlie, me right now I meet man or woman and they feel say this guy or this lady they make and they feel say, oh okay, if it's somebody me then I'm gonna feel go the extra mile, the extra distance. Okay, so there are so many reasons why people decide to marry, but quite recently Pastor Mensa Otabil, who is the head pastor or the founder and the general overseer of ICGC Church in Ghana, which is a very popular church in Ghana, has given his thoughts about when he thinks or when he believes that it's right to get married. And also media personnel Nana Ama McBrown. Nana Ama McBrown used to be an actress, but now he's more of inclined to the media side at Onia TV at Media General. No, so he was on a show with Bola Ray, and I think Nkomo Damana, they asked her okay, about marriage. I think she's been going through a phase with regards to her marriage, and I think that's how come that particular conversation came. And Charlie, into give an opinion about when and how she figures say go get married. Nana Ama McBrown, okay, she the talk say she they believe say it be best say Charlie you go marry later in life. Okay, you for marry later in life. Okay, and even when she was about speaking, she was like, she knows that as someone can go for being funny because it's an unpopular opinion. Okay, and looking at the fact that she's a public figure, I think she sort of was kind of feeling a bit of restraint, say make her talk this or make her not talk this, but eventually she felt like it's something that people should know, and she thinks that if you don't want marry, make you spy like if you be woman, if you think about marriage like 30-35 days. No, if you be woman, if you think about marriage 30-35 days. And that's a rather very unpopular opinion, because even most women, as they catch that 30 timeline or crown, now when you're in a because the society has sort of created some expectation that basically if you are getting to that limit that you for study, find man where go handle you, then he go fit treat you well, then you go fail, because it's like it's a very big deal for most women when exactly or the age they get married. So she debunked all the normal or the norms in the society by saying she thinks a BCR, or if you're a woman, the right time to get married is around 35.
I always tell people that me after 35.
What are you saying? That you will not consider marriage before 35? Really?
Me after 40 or probably 45.
You are setting the standard.
But me no be awo. Me say many issue they making, but look, the principle of life, mistake na ye no. Oni obi wo ba ko sesia enya hwe.
But you are a Christian, you know that is not right. You have to be married.
But Bible honemra so on e wiase mra so akwani nkwanhia so wo.
Now it's Charlie, I think it's an opinion. So let me move to Pastor Mensa Otabil's reasons why he's also saying that he believes that it's best to marry early, because with him it worked for him. Because according to him, when he got married to his wife, he had nothing. Even in his room crowd, he just had to rely on some benches from the church to sort of keep the room nice, and he had to even paint it white. Like if you paint the bench white before you go see, say like the bench they look better for in living room before Indian wife would sit down and plan them alive before things start they give them. So personally, he feels say marriage be something like if you not tap then say I they date woman, then you they do movements, they pick runnings, they do what married people to do, but you don't want to do the actual process, or you don't want to go through the actual process of marriage. So personally, he feels like it's not something that it's going to help the youth. So he was criticizing that we shouldn't think that we have to get everything together before we get married. you should start with someone and then pray to God and then start your life together and then hope and pray. I'm saying hope because Charlie, go if you work out, no go if you work out. If you no work out, bro, shit, Charlie, I've been waiting. Don't be easy, Charlie. But anyway, that's what Pastor Mensa Otabil is also saying.
If you are waiting to be rich before you marry, your head is not working. You don't want to marry, but you are sleeping together. What is reserved for marriage? You want it, but you don't want the process. Your head is hurting you. When I was married, my wife would tell you, I didn't have anything. Didn't have a bed, didn't have chair, didn't have cutlery, didn't have plate. The first furniture for our room was benches, discarded benches from the church. Those days we didn't used to sit on nice chairs, benches, and I improved them by painting them white. But we were together. We prayed together. We believed together. Then we move from benches. Be bold. Marry. Set the date. If you are afraid of veil, don't veil. If you are afraid of gown, don't gown. If you are afraid of wedding cake, don't cake. Just come to the church office. This is the woman I want. This is the man I want. Do you, I do. Go. That's how it's done. Then from there you start together in agreement, praying together, thinking together, planning together, acting together. And you would see that the battles you are fighting now become easier.
And I think with both sides, marrying early and marrying late, each one has its own advantage, because when you marry early, like, you have that kind of time to actually raise that kind of life that you want with your partner. You get a lot of time to know your partner's emotional needs, physical needs, financial needs, sexual needs, and a whole lot. And then you sort of have an ample time to sort of grow together. You move like then we too. So if that's when you get a partner, he or she understands that, okay, the whole union thing is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like a team, a tag team, okay. But when you don't have the right partner, and then you marry early, and then you are not careful, Charlie, your mind go bust, because in our era, in this generation, Charlie, nah, it's too risky. Yeah, it's very risky, because especially if you're a man and then you are going to marry without really making sure that there are certain things that you have not done for yourself. You have not put together some savings. You have not actually planned well to actually be responsible enough for your family. The girls then come, bro. Charlie, Charlie, they know they care. Yeah, if we give them what they want, because Charlie, already in the pressure they the media top, then they see things, then they see what people they do for them espouse their things. Already pressure they are packaged to. So call the papa. If you go in poppy in there, then you go talk say your kiddie I go fist spy am. Not say yeah the mom say Jaqualani say Charlie boss. Nah, Charlie. But anyway, I mean, like, that's what Pastor Mensa Otabil is saying. That's his opinion. That's what worked for him. So, to me, if you ask me, I think he's saying that because it worked for him. And then you look at Nana Ama McBrown, which is marrying later in life. I think that one also has his advantages or perks, because if you marry later on, you are now more matured, emotionally stable. You know your way around things. You know the kind of partner you really want, because maybe around that time you've been with a couple of people, and then based on the interactions and experiences you had with them, you actually get to decide what you really want in a partner. So I believe that, and also it has its advantage. But some of the causes of some of this, both sides having to give their opinion, it comes together to only tell us that, Charlie, every bro getting life experience. Okay, this thing I'm coming to say, I think it's something that we should all get used to it. Everybody has their own personal life experiences, okay, and people speak based on what worked or what didn't work for them. Okay, I will take that one again. Everybody got their own life experiences in this world based on where the person has been, the life that the person has been exposed to. They speak based on what they've been through, okay, and then it's logical, right? Because there's nothing that you can say beyond your experiences. So if something worked for you, it's only logical that you speak for it. Okay, okay, this thing worked for me, so I believe that it worked for everyone. Okay, and then if something didn't work for you, like maybe Nana Ama McBrown's case, you would definitely speak against it, and you probably speak against it with some level of bitterness because you thought it would work for you. Okay, because maybe the person didn't do a personal introspection to know what will work for them, but maybe they just went with the grain or did what everybody else is doing. Then later on they realize that it's not something that's going to work for them. So it's the beauty of life. I think variety is the spice of life. And like one of my popular authors will say, Paulo Coelho will say, it's one thing to think that you're on the right path, and it's another thing to think that your path is the only path. Like you might think that what you're doing is right, or you might think that okay, this works for me, but it doesn't mean that it's exclusive. No, it doesn't mean that it's general. Let me put it that way. It doesn't mean that it's general. So I think one of our duties as people that are consuming social media, especially in this world of information overload, is to really get to know who we are. I mean, I always say it's very important that you do some soul searching to know thyself, to really know thyself, steady yourself, and realize that everybody's journey is different. Like, we all have our different life purposes and journeys, and something that might work for me, Donald, might not necessarily work for you, which is quite understandable because we all came into this world with different reasons and different purposes. Okay, so if I'm going to advise, I'm probably going to advise from my perspective on what works for me. You get it? Yes. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's something that should be general. Okay. I don't think we should all be put into a straitjacket or one fits all size for all kind of advices or all kind of life path or decisions. So if you ask me, I would say that when it comes to marriage, okay, you have to actually understand and know who you are. Okay, what kind of woman do I want? What kind of man do I want? Okay, what level of financial burdens can I sort of sustain? What kind of compromises can I sort of go? There's some level of compromises that you cannot do for your partner. You can't compromise with something. Even to even compromise, maybe the person is good with this. Maybe emotionally the person is good at that. Financially the person is okay. Maybe emotionally he's not okay. Physically he's not your type. You have to decide. Can I compromise with this person's shortcoming? Okay. If you can't compromise with a shortcoming, if you can't compromise with certain things, there is no need to actually go into an early marriage when you know that, Charlie, this thing is a long ride. Like, it's forever. Don't. I feel like you and I shouldn't lie to ourselves. We should be very honest with ourselves. Charlie, this thing is not for me. Early marriages is not for me. I need some time to actually know myself, to know what the kind of person that I deserve or I want. And there are people that they will actually realize, okay, oh, Charlie, I think say me I will marry early. Yeah, like some people say, oh, Charlie, me I see say early marriage go help me because I be somebody way I no be somebody way I go fit think for myself. Okay, like not that I'm no fit think for myself, but I need someone that's open-minded to sort of help me with this. Okay, let's deliberate on issue. Let's find ways around things, and let me discuss it. Some people, all they need is just emotional support from their partner. Okay, some people need emotional support from their partner. So when these kind of people, if they get that kind of emotional support early in their life, it will surprise you that it will sort of be their breakthrough, because that might be something they are lacking. Okay, so it comes down to one thing again, and I'll say it again. Personally, I think that it's you have to decide, Charlie, me, what do I want? what kind of marriage do I want? What kind of marriage do I think that I will be good? If you think that you are not ready to take responsibilities, if you know that you'll be toxic to another man's or somebody's daughter or son, I think, I mean, there's no need to allow society to pressure you into something that you are not willing to. Or if you think that, actually, if I marry early, it will help me better or it will help me more, there's also no need to allow society or a group of thoughts or a school of thought to sort of guide you into something that, if the consequences are coming or unfolding, it will be on you alone. Anyway, that's just that. So I think they all have a point. I don't think they are wrong. Nana Ama McBrown has a point. Personally, if you ask me, and Pastor Mensa Otabil has a point, because that's what worked for them, or that's what didn't work in Nana Ama McBrown's case. So she has the right to actually say what she said, and Pastor Mensa Otabil has the right to say what he said. But the choice is within your hands to decide, okay, looking at the economy, looking at certain things around me exclusively, do I think that which of these choices are good for me? You get it? Yeah. So me personally, if you ask me, I think I don't think this person is right or this person is wrong. I think the choice, or whether the person is right or which one is wrong or right, is exclusive. It's personal. It's individual. So I think we all have a decision to make with regards to that, because it gets to a point that you will need a partner. Not everyone wants to get married, obviously, but most people, it gets to a point that they deserve someone to sort of help them through life or walk the path that they want to take in life, Charlie. So that's that. I don't know your thoughts about this issue. I would love to definitely hear your thoughts on this issue, and you know where to add your comments. You can give us a like and share the video if you learned a thing or two. Charlie, this will mark the end of today's edition of Trends on KDM. The name remains Donald, but no Trump. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.